We are here tonight on the show. And tonight we're gonna talk about sports, of course, as we do here, sports and wrestling. Duh. Anyways, we start off with let's see here. Let's see here. What did we start off with here tonight on So the Steelers rookie Kenny Pickett was exclusively working with third team offense for both. So they're saying he's working with OTAs with the third team offense. That means that Mitch Trubisky and Mason Rudolph are probably ahead. So they're thinking that Mitch Trubisky is gonna be the starter for Week 1. They're thinking Mitch Trubisky is gonna start Week 1. Maybe Mason Rudolph number 2. And then they got Kenny Pickett at 3. It says right here, Steelers rookie Kenny Pickett was exclusively working with the third team offense for both OTAs and minicamp. It is hard to imagine a scenario where Trubisky does not start the season as the team's quarterback number 1. So yeah, they're targeting Trubisky to be the starter. Hopefully Kenny Pickett can get a chance eventually though. Now the Texans are going to get sued because they're saying that I guess Deshaun Watson is saying that they were the ones that help like encourage the behavior. I kept saying it. I think the only reason I think the Texans leaked out this information because of Deshaun Watson wanting a trade. If you would have never demanded that trade back in 2020 or 2021, I don't think this thing never happens, man. The Texans knew about it the whole time. They were probably the one providing all the women, but they decided to leak it out when he asked for the trade. The Texans are being sued for allegedly enabling quarterback Deshaun Watson to behavior. So I guess Watson is suing the Texans. I'm not sure. Now we got a fucking boxing fight. Adrian Peterson and Le'Veon Bell are gonna have a boxing fight according to TMZ in the crypto arena in Los Angeles on July 30th. Jesus Christ, man! Adrian Peterson versus Le'Veon Bell. That is crazy, man. Jesus Christ, man. Le'Veon Bell and Adrian Peterson in a fucking boxing fight. Would have fucking thought that shit, man. Let's see any more news. So fucking Julian Edelman told Martellus Bennett, you can't win with a bitch at quarterback in regards to Jimmy Garoppolo. I can't understand why Marty thinks like that. He fucking called Jimmy Garoppolo a fucking bitch. Jesus Christ, man. What the hell? But let's go see if we have more NFL news here. Or we can move over to basketball. Let's see here. Yeah, so just more news about Adrian Peterson and Le'Veon Bell having their fight on July 30th. Adrian Peterson and Le'Veon Bell. Let's see here. I don't think there's any more news. Yeah, so that's probably the biggest news of the day for football, probably. Le'Veon Bell and Adrian Peterson have a boxing fight on July 30th. Let's see here. So John Wall and the Rockets have agreed to a buyout. John Wall exiting the Houston Rockets with intentions to sign with the LA Clippers. According to Adrian Wojnarowski and Tim McMahon, he's expected to sign with the Los Angeles Clippers, John Wall. So we'll see. So at least the Rockets, man, they're trying to get rid of all these veterans. Christian Wood to the Mavericks. Now it looks like John Wall to the Clippers. They're trying to get a bunch of playing time to their Kevin Porter, Jalen Green, Jabari Smith, Ty Washington, all those guys, man. Sagoon, the big man. Yeah, the Rockets are getting rid of all their fucking all of their veteran players. Here we go. Kyrie Irving, man. A lot of rumors going around Kyrie Irving. So he made the list, but the only team that was interested in was the Los Angeles Lakers. And so Kyrie Irving decided to go back to the Knicks for one more season, man. He decided to go back to the fucking Knicks, man. With the inability to find a sign and trade deal, Kyrie Irving plans to exercise his $36 million player option for next season and return to the Nets. Source Irving has until Wednesday at 5 to file the paperwork on his opt-in. The Nets can still move Irving as an expiring contract, but the opt-in means he's no longer eligible to get the imminent long-term deal he wanted as part of a sign and trade. So he's probably going to go back to the Knicks. And the Nets said that if Kyrie Irving would have walked away, they would have also traded Kevin Durant. They would have just restarted all over. So I don't know, maybe Kevin Durant called Kyrie Irving, like, dude, let's try this shit one more year. I think Kyrie Irving, what he's got to do is he's got to show the Nets that he's committed fully. He's got to like in 2021 when the whole thing happened in the Capitol, he back in January, he took like 2 weeks off, and then obviously this year with the vaccine, I think the Nets are tired of that shit. So I think this year he's got to prove to them I'm committed 100%. Unless I'm hurt, I'm gonna play basketball. So I think that's what the thing with the Nets, man. I think once he commits to them, I think they're gonna give him his max contract, which could be somewhere between 4 to 5 years. But he's got to prove to them he's committed, man. He's got to stop missing time with whether personal reasons or fucking a vaccine. And I think once he does that, he's talented enough. I mean, he's one of the best point guards in the league. I think having Kevin Durant can win a championship if everything is right, all the pieces, but he's got to commit, man. I think that's the biggest problem with the Nets front office, man. They feel he's not committed to them. So that's why they don't want to give him the extension, man. But we'll see what happens, man. But yeah, let's see here. I don't think there's anything more. So yeah, those are the biggest stories. Kyrie Irving going back to Brooklyn Nets for 1 year and $36 million. And John Wall leaving the Rockets to possibly go to the Clippers. Alright, that's about it. So there was a fight yesterday between the Seattle Mariners and the Los Angeles Angels, and they hand down the suspensions today. So manager Phil Nevin from the Angels got let me see here. So they suspended Phil Nevin, the manager of the Angels, for 10 games. Jesus Christ. The Angels got their manager suspended for 10 games. Wow. So let's see here. Major League Baseball clearly conclude Angels manager Phil Nevin chose Andrew Wantz to start for the purpose of getting retribution for the Mariners throwing high and tight to Mike Trout. Wantz threw inside to Julio Rodriguez in the first, then hit Jesse Wigner in the second. 10 games. So fucking Jesus Christ, man. The manager Kevin Phil Nevin got fucking 10 games. That's crazy, man. A dozen individuals suspended for Sunday's incident at Angel Stadium, including 10 games. Yeah, and I believe the fucking translator, one of the translators, I don't know if it was the Spanish or the Japanese translated, but I think one of the translator also got suspended for like a few games. That's embarrassing if you ask me. That's funny and embarrassing. The fucking translator got fucking suspended. Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ, that shit was funny, I thought. Sergio Romo is back in the major leagues with Toronto Blue Jays. I guess he signed a 1 year deal to go to the Toronto Blue Jays. Sergio Romo, I believe he was he a closer, or he came out of the bullpen during the San Francisco Giants when they were winning all those World Series. So he could be good for them. He's a nice veteran to have, man. The fucking Carlos Santana got traded, man. The Kansas City Royals traded Carlos Santana to the fucking Seattle Mariners, man. I can't believe it, man. Already the first trade, man. Carlos Santana going to the Seattle Mariners. That's the first trade, I believe. Yep. That's the fucking first trade. Carlos Santana going to the Seattle Mariners. So those are the biggest stories in baseball. Carlos Santana going to the Seattle Mariners. And a bunch of people getting suspended from the fight between the Angels and the Mariners. The biggest one being the Phil Nevin, the Angels general manager, for 10 games. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go over to wrestling now. And then we'll call it a night here tonight on a Monday. Let's see here. Wrestling. I didn't watch the Forbidden Doors, like $50. Fuck that shit. But whatever, we'll go over the news. They're saying that possibly both Adam Cole for sure suffered a concussion. They're saying that at the ending of that match, a fatal four-way match between Jay White, Adam Cole, Adam Page, and Okada, there was for sure a funky little weird finish. They're saying Adam Cole suffered a concussion. He was already dealing with a leg injury. Now he's got a concussion. Jesus Christ, man. They're saying John Moxley also might have suffered a concussion. He was doing the press conference with Tony Khan after the show, and he's like, "I'm sorry for if I'm rumbling too much. I probably have a concussion." He's fucking the interim AEW champion with CM Punk being hurt, and now John Moxley could also be hurt. By the way, Cesaro, Antonio Cesaro, formerly known in WWE, debuted last night at Forbidden Door as Claudio Castagnoli. Claudio Castagnoli. That's his new name as he debuted for AEW, and he's going to be with Blackpool, England, so he'll be with Bryan Danielson, John Moxley, and Wheeler Yuta, William Regal, with the Blackpool Combat Club. He said, "I'm very excited. I feel like a kid at a candy store. I'm excited to face all these different guys, man." So yeah, he's very excited about being in AEW, Mr. Cesaro, aka Claudio Castagnoli, I believe. I don't know how you say it. They asked Tony Khan about MJF, and he said, "I'm not going to talk about it, especially after the show we had tonight. I understand you wanted to ask that question, but I'm not answering anything about MJF." And here's a weird one. Cody Rhodes. So they asked about the video game, and they said, "Yeah, we're still trying to get it out, possibly in September." Jesus Christ, already. And then they're saying that Cody Rhodes is going to be part of the game. So remember, a few months ago they said he's not going to be able to be part of the WWE game because it's too late. We don't have time to make him. But now they're saying so he's in WWE and he's not a part of their video game, but he's going to be part of the AEW one. Jesus Christ, man. That's kind of funny to me, if you ask me, man. So that's about it with wrestling, man. Cody Rhodes is going to be on the AEW video game, even though he's not with the company anymore. Claudio Castagnoli, known formerly as Cesaro, is now in AEW. And supposedly John Moxley and Adam Cole have concussions. That's about it with AEW. The biggest thing, I guess, is, like I said, John Moxley's the new AEW champion. And that's about it. I didn't really watch the I'm not going to pay $50 for that shit, man. Higher than a draft pussy, man. Those pay-per-view prices. But ladies and gentlemen, that's not to say. Until next time, all I want to say is thank you for watching.